Namaskar, subject study some question which are related ISRO and Indian space history. Welcome to YouTube channel Nirav Mandir. Aditya L1, Mangalyaan, Chandrayaan 1 and 2, GSLV, PSLV, InSat, Bhaskar 1 and 2, Aryabhat. The success of ISRO continue to growth with its scientific approach for the nation. First question, when and how did India started a space journey? In Indians space journey into a space beginning on 23 February 1962 when the government set up an important group called the Indian National Communication for Space Research over INSCOPAR for short. This community was created to explore how India could use space science and technology to benefit the country. At that time, India was still a young nation facing many challenges like poverty, education, and healthcare. But visionary scientists and leaders believed that space research could help solve some of these problems. INSCOPAR was led by Dr. Vikram Sarabhai, a brilliant scientist is now coined as the father of India's space program. He and his team believed that space could help improve communications, weather forecastings, and even education in rural area. Even though India didn't have rockets for our fancy lab in the beginning, INSCOPAR laid the foundations for something big. It's later grow into ISRO, Indian Space Research Organization, that agency that how builds rockets, launches satellites, and even send mission to the moon and Mars.
इंग्लिश बोलता है?
Yes, full English.
Second question, how was ISRO formed and what were its early achievements? Indian space journey beginning in 1962 when Jawaharlal Nehru, the first Prime Minister of India, set up the Indian National Committee for Space Research INSCOPAR under the Department of Atomic Energy. Atomic Energy is created Dr. Homi Jahangir Bhabha. In 1969, INSCOPAR was transformed into ISRO, the Indian Space Research Organization. Later in 1972, the Department of Space was formed in ISRO become the part of it. During this time, India began some major projects like a satellite instructional television experiment, the short name is SITE, which brought education TV to remote villages, and Kheda Communications Project KCP in Gujarat state in 1975. India launched its first satellite Aryabhat using a Soviet rocket. USSR helped to a space journey in India. By the 80s era, ISRO was launching its own rockets. The SLV-3 became the Indian first launch vehicle to place satellites in orbit in 1980s. ISRO also work on early communications and remote sensing satellite like Bhaskar 1 and 2 and Apple. Today ISRO has several key controls across the India, including the VSSC in Thiruvananthapuram, Kerala, and Sriharikota, Andhra Pradesh, and SAC in Ahmedabad, all helping the India reach for the stars. Third question, what was Aryabhat and why was it such a big deal for India? On 19th April 1975, something amazing
helped India launch its first satellite, designing and build its own satellite. The launch was a symbol of hope, showing the power of science, technology, and determinations. It also inspired the future of ISRO, which has now launched over 150 advanced satellites for things like communication, weather tracking, and study Earth. The satellite was named Aryabhat after the famous ancient mathematicians. Before launching, three names were suggested: Aryabhat, Mitra, and Jawahar, after India's first Prime Minister. At the time, Indira Gandhi, the Prime Minister of India, chose Aryabhat.